Zobia. The Yembe Akpekpe dance is popular among the people of Lagos and Ogun states. Coming from behind of the Yegbe Akpekpe dancers, and it may interest you to know that His Excellency President Bola Tinubu is from this part of the region. Please, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the Yegbe Akpekpe dancers.
Ensuite, c'est la danse de Yegbe Akpekpe présentée par les gens du sud-ouest du Nigeria, c'est-à-dire du Lata, du Togo et du Lagos. Ça peut vous intéresser pour son excellence, le président Bola Tinubu.
By the Yegbe Akpekpe dancers from the southwest region of the Wazobia.
Les danseurs Akpekpe de la région géopolitique du sud-ouest. On vous remercie pour cette performance. Très bien, très bien.
As the people were enjoying themselves, there is a commotion in the society. The bad eggs in the society have decided to strike the people, and you can see there are bandits who have come to kidnap men and women of the Wazobia while trying to cut away their properties.
Malheureusement, vers la fin de cette danse, les bandits ont attaqué les citoyens de Wazobia en volant leurs produits. Des bandits ont été arrêtés par les militaires. Vous voyez là? Les bandits capitulent.
With the help of the security agencies, the bandits will be reunited and reintegrated into the society.
Ils sont
As you
réintégrés
can see,
dans la société, comme
they
vous
lay down
voyez,
their guns
et les citoyens dansent ensemble en réjouissant à cause de la victoire.
and together they do a unity dance. The unity dance that is going to end with an end formation signifying one Nigeria.
Ils sont réintégrés dans la société et les citoyens dansent la danse d'unité. Ils forment l'alphabet N.
And at the end, you're going to say, thank you, President Mohamed Buhari. Welcome, President Ashwaju Bola Tinubu. And thank you to the Nigerian security agencies. Please, a round of applause for this performance.
Ils
It's a
forment
wonderful
l'alphabet
one.
N qui signifie un Nigeria unifié. Vous remarquez que les trois garçons sont là.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the dance drama you just watched is a microcosm of the Nigerian situation, just like every other country. Yes, we may have our security challenges, but the good news is that the armed forces of Nigeria, in joint operations with other security agencies, is winning the war. Please, let's put our hands together for this wonderful performance. Thank you very much.
Heureusement pour le Nigeria, nous avons des forces armées bien tuées et des conflits et des bandits qui passent comme ailleurs dans le monde.
Yes, thank you.
Malheureusement, nous avons des forces armées bien tuées et capables de résoudre ces problèmes.
Tremendous drama. The Nigerians are saying thank you, President Muhammad Buhari, and welcoming President Bola Tinubu. Very much for the perfect performance, great and entertaining performance there.
C'est là,
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this point, may I hand over to Captain Godfrey Abakwa.
consistent des experts dans le domaine du théâtre. Ils sont et ils reflètent notre héritage culturel et ils présentent la danse, la musique et les drames afin d'éveiller la conscience du peuple et des citoyens du Nigeria. Ils ont représenté le pays aux États-Unis, en Europe, en Asie. Ils sont basés à Lagos avec Mohamed Ahmed comme directeur. Merci beaucoup.
Right toe, shoulder, arms.
Your Excellency.
He was tall.
Your Excellencies, most distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of that very beautiful performance by the National Cultural Troops of Nigeria and the Adila Cultural Troop, what we shall be witnessing next is the advance in review order.
Dressing in open order, in one dress.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, what you are witnessing at the moment is the various guards taking dressing preparatory for the advance in review order.
Red will advance in review order by the center. Quick march.
Beautiful. Please a round of applause for that beautiful halting at the end of the advance in review order. Thank you.
Ça, c'est la militaire nigériane pour vous, mesdames et messieurs.
Who that arms? Standard is.
Your Excellencies, most distinguished invited guests, very senior officers, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the advance in review order, next on our program is the inauguration address by His Excellency, President Bola Tinubu, GCFR. May I most respectfully request the Commander Gas Brigade to invite the President for his inaugural address. The Commander, sir.
Mesdames et messieurs, c'est le moment de allocution présidentielle. Et voilà, nous allons le privilège d'écouter notre nouveau président, son Excellence Bola Tinubu, qui va nous adresser bientôt. Merci beaucoup.
Well, the baton changed. The respected, highly
commendable President and former President of Nigeria departed for his home base. My regards to him. All the excellencies, the head of state, presidents, and leaders of various countries here present. Former head of state, a great man, committed and highly honest to the development of this country, General Yakub Gowon. My dear wife, the new First Lady, Bola Tinubu. Your Excellency, Vice President Kasim Shettima and his wife, Nana Shettima. Senate President, distinguished Senators Ahmed Lawan, House of Representatives Speaker, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, and his wife, Salamatu. The Chief Justice of the Federation, Olukayode Ariwola, Your Excellencies, Governors, here present, the Chairman of our party, APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, former APC Interim Chairman, Chief Bisi Akande, and my brother and uncle, Chief Segun Osoba. Distinguished senators and honorable members of the House of Representatives, honorable ministers and members of the just dissolved National Executive, members of diplomatic corps, the royal fathers, men of the armed forces, I salute you for your sacrifices and the supreme sacrifices you've made for this country, for the men and women. We thank you. And we thank you the way today is going well. Gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my fellow citizens, I stand before you honored to assume the sacred mandate you have given me. My love for this nation is abiding. My confidence in its people, unwavering, and my faith in God Almighty is absolute. I know that His hand shall provide the needed moral strength and clarity of purpose in those instances when even it seems to have reached the limit of human capacity. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this day is bold and majestic, yet bright and full of spirit, as is our precious nation. As a nation, we have long ago decided to march beyond the dimness of night into open day of renewed national hope. The question is, and we must now ask ourselves, is whether to remain faithful to the work inherent in the building of a better society, or retreat into the shadows of our unmet potential. For me, there is but no one answer. We are too great a nation and too grounded as a people to rob ourselves of our finest destiny. The nation's journey has been shaped by the prayers of our fathers and other millions. We have endured the hardship that will have made other societies crumble. We have shouldered the heavy burden to arrive at this sublime moment where the prospect of a better future merges with our improved capacity to create that future. From one government to another, now is our political tradition. This handover symbolizes our trust in God, our enduring faith in representative governance, and our belief in our ability to reshape this nation into its society it was always meant to be. My brothers and sisters, to say a few words formal. You have been an honest, patriotic leader. Done its best for the nation you love. On a more personal note, you are a worthy partner and a friend. And may history be kind to you. For many years, Nigeria's critics have trafficked that the rumor that our nation will break up, even perish. They have even redesign the maps. Yet we are here. We have stumbled at times, but resilience and diversity have kept us going, and we will keep going. Our burden may make us bend at times, but it shall never break us. Instead, we stand forth as Africa's most populous nation and as the best hope and strongest champion of the black race. As a citizen, we declare as one unified people, devoted to the nation, national cause. This world exists, Nigeria shall exist. Take me back to the old man sitting back there, General Yakubu Gowon. A cliche. So if Nigeria won, it's a task that must be done. If you are young or old, you will remember that. Today, faith and destiny join together to place the touch of human progress in our very hands. We dare not let it slip. We live high this touch so that it might shine on every household and in every heart that calls itself Nigeria. We hold the beam aloft because it lights our path with compassion, brotherhood, and peace. May this great light never extinguish. Say amen. Our administration will govern you only on your behalf, but never rule over you. We shall consult and dialogue, but never dictate. We shall reach out to all, but never put down a single person for holding views contrary to our own. We are here to further mend and heal this nation, not tear and injure it. In this way, may I offer a few comments regarding the election that brought us here today to this junction. Yes, it was a hard-fought contest and was also fairly won. Since the advent of the Fourth Republic, Nigeria has not had an election of a better quality. I say so. The outcome reflected the will of the people. However, my victory does not render me any more Nigerian than my opponent. nor does this render them any less patriotic. They shall forever be my fellow compatriots, and I will treat them as such. They represent important constituencies and concerns that wisdom dare not ignore. Some have taken their concerns to court, seeking legal redress. That is their right, and I fully defend that exercise of this right. This is the essence of the rule of law. Over decades ago, our founding fathers bravely gave us this country to place Nigeria on the map. The labor of those who came before us to wither in vain. Today, let us commit ourselves to placing Nigeria in our hearts as this of creed, ethnicity, or place of birth. To my supporters, South must not only seek good for itself, but must understand that its interests as come to the north. North must not see the south likewise. Whether from the winding creeks of Niger Delta, the fastness of northern Savannah, the boardroom of Lagos, the building market of Onitsha. You are all my people. As your president, I shall serve you with prejudice towards none, but compassion and amity towards all. In the coming days and weeks, my team will publicly detail the key aspects of our economic program. Today, permit me to outline in broad terms a few initiatives that divide our concept of progressive good governance and furtherance of the Nigerian ideal. The principles that will guide our administration are very simple. Nigeria will be impartially governed according to the rule of law, the Constitution. We shall defend the nation from terror and all form of criminality that threaten the peace and stability of our country. security personnel, and it means more than an increase in number. We shall provide better training, equipment, pay, and firepower.
Why people just come?
On the economy, we target a GDP not less than 6% growth. We aim to accomplish all of this by taking the following steps: budgetary reform, stimulating the economy without engendering inflation, industrial policy to utilize the full range of domestic manufacturing and lessen import dependency. The electricity will become more accessible and affordable to businesses and homes alike. Power generation should nearly double, and transmission and distribution network must improve significantly. We will encourage various state governments to continue to participate in this effort, power generation and distribution of their own. I have a message for our investors, local and foreign. Our government shall review all the complaints about multiple taxation. And review various anti-investment inhibitions. We shall ensure that investors and foreign businesses repatriate their hard-earned dividend and profits home. My administration must create meaningful opportunities for our youth. We shall honor our campaign commitment of 1 million jobs and the digital economy. Our government also shall work with the National Assembly to fashion an omnibus job and prosperity bill. This will give our administration the policy space to embark on labor-intensive infrastructural development, improvement, encourage light industry, provide improved social services for the poor, elderly, and vulnerable. On agriculture, rural incomes shall be secured by Commodity Exchange Board, guaranteeing minimum prices for certain crops. Animal products, a nationwide program for the storage and facilities to reduce spoilage and waste. All of that will be undertaken. Agricultural hubs will be created throughout the nation to increase production and engage in credit, promote credit, engage in value-added processing. The livestock will introduce the best modern practices except taken to minimize the perennial conflicts. Through this, food will be made more abundant, yet less costly. Farmers shall earn more while the average Nigerians pay less. On infrastructure, we shall continue the efforts of the Buhari's administration on infrastructure, development of Nigeria, and you know how many railroad and water infrastructure are required. On fuel subsidy, unfortunately, the budget that I've glimpsed before I assumed office and what I've heard is that no provision is there for fuel subsidy. The fuel subsidy is gone. Subsidy can no longer justify its ever increasing costs and the wake of dry resources. We shall instead rechannel whichever so-called to fund into better investment in public infrastructure, education, healthcare, and jobs that will materially improve the lives of our people. Monetary policy. Though house cleaning, thorough house cleaning is necessary, the central bank must work towards a unified exchange rate. This will direct the fund from arbitrage to meaningful investment and the plant and equipment, jobs that are powered, that will power the real economy. Interest rates need to come down. Currently too high. Anti-people, anti-business. We have to work on all of those. To me, I know I've taken you through a winding time, a long time today. I will end this speech by assuring you that the mandate you have given me is not misplaced. The confidence is there. Hope is back for Nigeria. Just let us be united. Thank you. God bless Nigeria. God bless Federal Republic of Ghana.
Your Excellencies, most distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the inaugural address by the new president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency, President Bola Tinubu, Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. Please, may we put our hands together once more for His Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal
Excellences,
Republic of Nigeria.
invités distingués, mesdames et messieurs, vous venez d'entendre l'allocution présidentielle de son Excellence, le président de la République fédérale du Nigeria et commandant en chef des forces armées du Nigeria, son Excellence, président Bola Tinubu, JCRF. Merci, Excellence, et félicitations.
Thank you very much. At the end of the inaugural address, what we'll be witnessing next is the 3 hearty cheers.
Praise Pray we remove headdress. Remove headdress. Three hearty cheers to the special guest of honor, His Excellency, President Bola Tinubu, GCFR, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Hep, hep, hep. Hep, hep, hep. Hep, hep, hep. Bread will replace headdress. Replace headdress. Shoulder arms. National salute. Present arms.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please may we all rise for the 21-gun salute. Officers and warrant officers in uniform are to salute, and may I respectfully request our distinguished guests not to panic at the sound of the artillery guns by the State House Artillery Battery. Thank you.
Mesdames et messieurs, n'ayez pas peur. C'est ce qu'on appelle techniquement. Ça, c'est une communication. N'ayez pas peur, s'il vous plaît.
May I request you to remain standing?
Thank you.
Shoulder arms.
At the end of the national anthem, the parade commander will now ride to take permission from the special guest of honor to march off the colors and the rest of the parade. Please, may I request we all rise as a mark of respect while officers and warrant officers in uniform.
Arrest of the parade, Your Excellency.
Presidential permission has been sought and graciously granted there by His Excellency, the special guest of honor, which brings us to the end of today's unique and historic occasion, which is the swearing-in ceremony of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. On behalf of the Central Organizing Planning Committee, members of the Nigerian Armed Forces, the Nigeria Police, we appreciate the special guest of honor and other invited guests for being with us to mark this historic occasion, which is the inauguration and swearing-in ceremony of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your compares have been Captain Godfrey Anebi Abakpa, the Assistant Director, Army Public Relations Gas Brigade, Flight Lieutenant Festus Ezenyi of the Nigeria Air Force, Lieutenant Odunayo Lokodana of Gas Brigade Nigerian Army, and the French interpreters have been Mrs. Olubumi Badejo and Mr. Mohamed Tijani. We say goodbye. We thank you for coming. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Well, this effectively signifies the conclusion of this inauguration ceremony and the swearing-in of Bola Tinubu as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As it is popularly said, the old order changes. Now there is a new president in place, and shortly after the ceremony, the president will depart Eagle Square. Of course, there are other activities.
As President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it is certain that in his inaugural speech, the President promised to take a critical look at the economy of the country. And he assured Nigerians that the security architecture of the country would equally be built.
Well, Dele, one thing that would have caught the attention of many Nigerians was the matter of fuel subsidy. In the president's words, fuel subsidy is gone.
And according to him, fuel subsidy was not part of the 2023 Appropriation Act.
Yes, Another aspect that would be of interest as well is he talked of a reform. He said the central bank must begin to play a new role. This was when he was talking about the monetary policy. So we do expect some very radical changes that will ginger the economy and lead to growth. He also gave assurances to foreign investors. And in the matter of power supply, you heard him say that transmission, generation, distribution and transmission will more than double in his administration.
Well, with that, the president had made promises to Nigerians, and in the interest of the people, we should expect more from the federal government of Nigeria under President Bola Tinubu.
It's been a very interesting day today. What started as a wet morning, the clouds lifted, and the ceremony was conducted, devoid of the initial fears of a disruption by a deluge. Now that the inauguration has taken place, Bola Tinubu has become president, and Kashim Shettima has become vice president of Nigeria. The citizens will be looking out for what they have always recommended, that the new administration hits the ground running and is true to all the pledges it has made, not the least from listening to the president's inaugural speech. A lot was covered. It covered quite a lot of grounds, assuring Nigerians that this administration and that the mandate that was given to him would not be misplaced. We have Najatu Tijani standing by to talk to some Nigerians on this auspicious occasion. Najatu, go ahead.
Ending on a patriotic note with the national anthem, 21 gun salute, and 3 hearty cheers, ushering in a new administration with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who in his inaugural speech mentioned an all-inclusive
rounding off activities there at the Eagle Square venue of the 2023 presidential inauguration. Before I go, we would want to borrow a word or two from the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He says, I shall serve you with prejudice towards none and compassion and amity towards all. So we round up this session. Michael Ajayi, political analyst and security consultant. I'm Sajo, former commissioner of Adamawa State. One word each from you as we conclude.
Yeah, I think very powerful speech, a very reassuring speech, a very hopeful speech. I can only end it like my sister, the French interpreter, did. Merci son excellence, félicitations.
And Michael Ajayi.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think the speech we have had today is heartwarming. It has given us an insight to what the administration is going to do. And by the time the president brings out the details and implement it, I think Nigerians will be better for it. So we expect, we should be, it's a renewed hope. Let me just.
All right, on that note of renewed hope, we round off this first session, this segment of our special coverage of the presidential inauguration. Very shortly, my colleague, the award-winning Ruth Aguele, will be joining with us, so will come on to take over from me and with our guest. But that will be after we show you President Muhammadu Buhari, who left the venue and now, of course, has traveled home via the presidential wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. Omie Ogidi was there to capture the moments when Nigeria's president from 2015 to 2023 departed Abuja. That has been our offering from this session. Ruth Aguela will join you there after this clip. Congratulations.
Including people from different backgrounds, different tribes, and we have someone who will be speaking in Yoruba. We have, of course, our crew from multi-channels, from one of the Yoruba channels, who has brought a guest. Would you kindly be our interpreter?
Thank you, Najatu. Well, we are still at Eagle Square. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ṣe mọ̀, ibùdó Eagle Square là wà. A ti parí gbogbo nǹkan ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ká bá àwọn èèyàn wa sọ̀rọ̀. Kí ni orúkọ yín?
Ẹnjíníà Ìdòwú Lámídì lórúkọ tèmi.
Pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí Ààrẹ Tinubu sọ lónìí nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ààbò àti àwọn ìgbésẹ̀, kí ni ẹ rí sí?
Inú mi dùn torí pé wọ́n ti ṣe rí lÉkòó ní 1999 àmọ́ bí Èkó ṣe rí nígbà tí wọ́n dẹ̀ wọlé àtúmọ̀ bí Èkó ṣe rí ṣùgbọ́n ní ti ààbò yẹn ọkàn tèmi balẹ̀ pé ààrẹ ó ṣe é. Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí gbogbo aráàlú kan fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu láti tí ọkọ̀ Nàìjíríà lọ síwájú sí.
Thank you very much. You have heard him say it all, that security of this country is paramount to everybody. I hand over to Najatu again.
Thank you very much. We actually made provision for others to speak, but because of time constraints, we are going to have to call it a day. Thank you for joining us here at Eagle Square. On behalf of the NTA crew, I'm Najatu Tijani, signing out.
Speaking with guests there at the Eagle Square. Thank you very much, Najatu. And of course, that is why NTA is here to bring you every bit of today's significant event, so to say, historic one, another milestone for Nigeria's democracy, a demonstration that the dividends of democracy is indeed happening for Nigerians. A new dispensation, a new era, a new president, and a new dawn, you will say. We have President Bola Tinubu, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, who says that indeed the baton has changed. And earlier we saw the departure of the former President Muhammadu Buhari, leaving Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport to Daura, his hometown. All right, we'll pick up the conversation from where my colleague Fisayo Ogunfoyi left off, and I'm Ruth Aguele, welcoming you to this special edition of the presidential inauguration, reaching you live on the network service of the Nigerian Television Authority. I have a guest with me, someone who is a very familiar face, especially when it comes to special days like this, Professor Nuhu Yakub, former Vice Chancellor, University of Abuja, and former Vice Chancellor, Sokoto State University, also a political scientist. Always our pleasure to have you, Prof.
Thank you very much, Ruth, and happy Inauguration Day.
Yes, it is a happy day for all of us as Nigerians.
That's right.
How do you feel? I know you're excited, but
yeah,
you know.
Well, I feel very happy because the transition has taken place successfully and peacefully.
Yes.
Honestly speaking, I was still even worried by last night. I hope nothing will go wrong. So we thank God it has been peaceful. And we're hoping that on this note, it is also going to make it possible, for the country to realize.
Just put it on silence. Don't worry.
I mean, I'm also hoping that the transition will also usher in peace, progress, tranquility, and fulsome development of the entire economy and the people of this country.
And we saw the renewed hope speech of the president.
Yes.
Quite inspiring, I must say.
Yeah.
But you will be the one to tell us what you think about that. Looking at everything he has mentioned, he touched the economy, he touched security, he touched different areas. But most importantly, I understand your fears when you said, even as of last night,